weekly roundup, Div 6 time. I'm here with Scotty Dodger from Hope Valley. Scotty, how are you, mate?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. How's things been travelling?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
Not too bad at all, yeah.
Okay, we'll get straight into it. And there's a bit of an upset, I reckon, this one. Everyone's probably written Brahma off early, I suppose. But Brahma Lodge, 14-4-88, defeated Elizabeth 10-14-74. 24 scoring shots to 18. Eagles should have kicked straight and it would have been different. But full credit to Brahma, they're kind of getting a few players back and they're kind of holding it together a little bit, so it would have been a big night there at Brahma Lodge Saturday night. For Brahma Lodge, mate?
Steely with 4, Brooks with 3, Nelson with 3, Hem with 2 and some other singles. Yep. And the best, Hem, Steele and Norman.
There you go. And for Elizabeth, Ham with 6 and 4 other blokes kicking single with Han, Mitchell and James in the best. What are your thoughts on that one?
Bit of a shock. I think looking at the scoring shots there, I think Elizabeth certainly had their chances, but bad kick is bad footy, and Brahma took the most of their opportunities.
Oh, you've been starting to sound like TJ. Oh, this is a bit scary. Big shout out to our mate Tommy Javor. I hope you're going well, mate. Next one, we'll move straight into it. Was Rosewater. 24-17, 161. Marnes boys absolutely pumped Greenacres 4-7-31. Greenacres appointed Brenton Fowler as their coach there Thursday. I think it was a bit of a tough initiation for Chook.
Yes.
But full credit to Greenacres. They're still getting their sides out on the ground every week and they're holding it together. Hopefully there's some better times for Greenacres in the future.
Looking at that too, they were competitive in the first quarter. They were actually in front at quarter time, so there's some promising signs there hopefully for them.
They were 1 point up at quarter time and then lose by 130.
And then it fell away.
Anyway, for Rosewater, Derry Newchurch with 7, Honson with 3, Ben Bolt, Miller, Carroll and I think it's Zach Honson with 2. A few other blokes kicking singles with Hewer, Johnson and Marnie in the best. And for Greenacres, mate?
Yeah, all single goal kickers there. Yep. Garner, Stewart and McGregor in the best for Greenies.
They kept up with Rosewater till quarter time. Marnes would have gone, wow, what's happening here? We're down by a quarter time and the boys put their foot down. So anyway, all good. Well, moving on, this game here was probably a bit bigger margin than I expected, but it was West Croydon 24-18, 162, defeating Para Hills 10-9, 69. The mighty Hanson Road Machines just seems to be cruising along quite nicely. Ryan Foley with 7, Woodcock with 4, Bella Femini and Beattie with and Harris with 3, and 4 other blokes kicking singles with Walsh, Nichols and Chrissy Beattie in the best there for the Hawks, mate, and for the Roos.
Yeah, for Para Hills, Cree with 3, Bus with 2, Hanson with 2, and the rest were singles.
Yep.
Aston was best on, and Marauder and Hayden also in the best.
And there are 3 ex-Paraka boys there in the best, I reckon.
There might be 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, West Croydon moving along quite nicely.
West Croydon seem to, when they recruit well, they always had the ability to kick big scores, and we've seen it this year again.
They are absolutely flying. Anyway, this game here, probably another one that's probably a little bit closer than I thought. I didn't think that Fitzroy would be able to go with Salisbury West out there. I thought Salisbury West would have absolutely run over top of them. But, probably looking at the scores, 3 goals down at half-time, Fitzroy, they got, they basically stayed, that pegged them back a little bit in the last quarter.
You can do the Salisbury West goal kickers, mate.
Can I? Oh, yeah. God, thanks, mate. You're all over me like I am with Dart. Anyway, with Salisbury West 13-9-87, defeating Fitzroy 11-7-73. For Salisbury West, we got...
That's why I gave it to you.
Mixtonchin. There we go. I would go with that with 3. My old mate Nicky Lynch with 3 as well. And a heap of other blokes kicking singles with Mixtonchin, Lynch and Collier in the best. And for Fitzroy, mate?
Fitzroy, Miller with 4, Chad Burke with 3, Leek with 2, Jenkins Smith and Leek are best for the Lions.
There you go. If TJ was here, he'd say something. Leek could never be a defender because he'd like to leak goals. There you go. All right. TJ, I miss that humour. What do you think, producer? Do you miss old TJ? You still see him on a Saturday? Yeah, we hear him on his dulcet tones there on Mixler every week. So anyway, out of the South Parklands was the next one. It was Trinity 15-11, 101, defeating Adelaide Lutheran 7-2-44. Don't know what's going on with Lutheran. I think the wheels have fallen off a little bit. I've seen them firsthand last year when we played against them when I was at Mitchell Park, but they were a very, very impressive unit, and I wasn't you know, they've gone up, but I didn't think they're going to be where they're at because their A and B grade last year were very, very solid. So
yeah, I think obviously I follow their C grade because I'm coaching against them, and I've noticed a lot of their C grade boys from early in the year are pushing up to the twos. So I think injuries might be playing a bit of a part with Luthies at the moment, and they'll be looking forward to the bye and getting a few back after the bye, I think. Yeah,
well, I heard there's a few injuries. I know they've lost a couple, but it's just a few little grumblings coming out of the South Parklands that no doubt you're fully aware of, and let's hope that for Kimmy Hilliard and the boys down there that there's some better times ahead. But anyway, it was Trinity 15-11-101 defeating Lutheran 7-2-44. For Lutheran, mate.
For Lutheran, Stolzno with 3, and the rest was singles. Kupke, Babolka and McMore are in the best.
And for Trinity, Roberts with 4, Cotto and Cavallaro with 3, Joe Sahara and Smith with 2, Roberts, Eves, T-Eves and T-Eves. So 2 brothers there, obviously. We've got Travis and...
Tom
and Trent. Travis and Trent. Geez, the parents, pretty like the TR, don't they? Anyway, okay, so that's that for this week's game. Let's move. For last week's, I've done that again tonight. I don't know what's going on with me, but we brought you at the lovely Portland Hotel. Actually, there's a few people in the front bar here on the Monday night, which is good. And we'll move on to this week's games. Elizabeth and Adelaide Lutheran at Carter Park.
Yeah, I think Elizabeth will be real angry with last week's loss, and they'll be looking to get back
Davey
home.
Rogers would not be happy one little bit, I can tell you that right now.
I think they'll take it out on Luthies and win quite comfortably.
Yep. The Hawks for the Eagles for me, sorry. Yep. Fitzroy and Brahma Lodge at Fitzroy Sports Ground.
Well, would have said Fitzroy, but you know, Brahmas are up and about.
It'll depend.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to throw. If Nick Prokopec is back this week, that'll be the difference.
Could well be the difference.
That'll be the difference. Yep. I think he's probably got a clearance too there, I reckon. So from York, so could.
I'm going to tip the Tigers in this one.
Tip the Tigers. I'm going to go for Fitzroy. I think Nick Prokopec's back this week. I will tip the Lions for me. Parra Hills and Salisbury West at the Paddocks.
I reckon Salisbury West. They like the big oval and out there at the Paddocks. Yep. You know, Parra Hills obviously used to it, but so is Salisbury West. And I reckon they might be too strong.
Nick Lynch back to play against his old club. I think Salisbury West as well for me. Trinity and Greenacres. How much?
Lots.
Lots?
Yeah, Trinity out there. Hopefully Greenies get enough blokes to drive out there far enough and put a side on the park.
I don't think numbers are an issue with Greenacres. I think they're getting plenty of... There's actually blokes missing out on games, I've been told. So there's plenty of quantity, but they're just struggling with a little bit of quality. So anyway, and we'll go to match of the round, mate. That's why I left that one. Okay, match of the round. 1v2, I reckon it is.
Yep.
Neighbours... You can talk it up as, you know, it's going to be an absolute cracker.
Yep.
Down at FAWK Reserve, Hanson Road there, it's West Croydon taking on Rosewater.
Yeah, look, I've played at FAWK Reserve a few times in my life. It's a tough place to play footy.
It is a tough place to play footy.
Very hostile crowd, and you know, I mean, Rosewater's much the same with their home crowd.
You get the hostile crowd on one side, you get the lovelies on the other.
That's right, exactly right.
Yeah, you get the lovelies there.
There'll be a big crowd out there, and I reckon the Hawks might just get the job done.
I'm going to go against you here. I reckon Rosewater. I think Marnes has got them absolutely flying. Derek Newchurch is in good form. How old would Derek Newchurch be these days? He'd be late 30s, I reckon. Really late 30s, but a really, really smart footballer. Kicking bags of goals. I reckon Rosewater by 15 points. There you go.
There you go.
All right, well, this has been Div 6 for the weekly roundup. Thanks, Scotty. We'll see you all next week.